Hi guys, it's Sam here today with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I am bringing to you 5 luxury items you need in your luxury collection for fall. So these are going to be talking about the luxury trends, I think some of them are classics, that we have seen on the runways recently for this upcoming fall 2020. I also think, at least for me, there's something kind of fun for this quarantine time. I do live in California, and we are on day 100. We might be in the 180s by now. I'm pretty sure we are. And so these are kind of things that bring me joy as I am in the house. I literally leave the house once a week. So it's a very, it can be a little bit of a trying time, and it's kind of like, why, are we buying luxury, or are we still using our luxury? And I definitely see that aspect, but these are items that I think are fun for fall 2020, and I think you can kind of incorporate some of these ideas without having to buy new pieces, which is something I love, especially if you're feeling like, I don't leave the house, why am I buying new things? So let's start with item number 1, and that is, these are my Gucci tights. You can kind of see, these came from Essence. I'm trying to see if, of course, they don't have the price on them. I know they've gone up slightly in price since I bought these, but I think that the luxury tight trend is not going anywhere. I know that Chanel is coming out with luxury tights. I'm sure they're going to be much more than the Gucci tights. Currently, the Gucci tights retail on Essence's website for $120. I do know that they vary in price, interestingly, between different retailers. So I would say, try to get them as cheap as you can. I have heard great things about these tights, about how they wear and how durable they are. And I think another thing is, if you don't want to spend a ton of money on designer tights, right, that have the G's on them for Gucci or have the C's on them for Chanel, you can buy fun pattern tights at Target. I'll link some of them down below that I saw the other day. They are really cute, really fun, and they're still getting this trend of like wearing a skirt with tights and it being fall, but without the price tag. Personally, I'm happy to have these, but I know a lot of people are like, luxury tights, really? That seems kind of, excessive, but sometimes that's kind of what luxury is. So number 1, printed tights. Number 2 is something that I do not have, but I'm seeing everywhere, and I think I'm going to incorporate this trend, is the chunky hardware. So I'll put up a picture somewhere of the Chanel 19 and the Bottega Veneta cassette bag with the chunky hardware on it. I think chunky hardware is very in right now, and you don't have to buy a new bag to get this trend. So I have seen different companies have been doing these kind of chunky chain link bag straps, necklaces, stuff like that. So that's what I would do, is I would go, I want a Chanel 19, but if I'm just trying to incorporate this trend for the fall season, I would go and I would buy a chunky chain, and I will link some down below. I know HRH Collection has some. I'm sure I can find some on Amazon that incorporate this trend but don't make you have to buy a totally new bag. And I have seen people put these chunky chains on a ton of different bags, and I think it looks so cool. It's so fun with like an oversized sweatshirt or an oversized sweater. So number 2 is chunky chains. Number 3, and these were kind of in last year, and I did buy these last year, but this is technically a reveal on my channel. You have definitely seen them on my Instagram, and they are actually just one. I have both, but I only took out one. Are the Gucci jeweled kind of like creeper boot style boots, with these big chunky heels. These are a leather, and I did clean the bottom. So yes, I am touching the bottom, and I know that bothers people, but I did clean them with Clorox wipe. These boots are amazing. They have been through snow, they have been through rain, basically wear them all around London and Zurich. And the best thing to me about these Gucci ones is, you'll see they do have this rhinestoned top with the GGs on them. Well, this little rhinestone comes off, you just slide it out the back, and now you have a very plain boot that still has a little bit of height and a little bit of chunk and is fun, but is not, Gucci everywhere. Yes, you still do have the snake print sole, but it's just really fun, really cute boot. I did get these on sale, so I bought these from Barney's last year. I want to say maybe it was like January. And this was when Barney's was going out of business. So these boots are pretty expensive. They retail, at least when I bought them, for $1,100. I paid about $600 for them when they're on sale. I have seen them cheaper, and I've seen them more expensive. They also make a really cute lace-up version. I just like these because when you took off the jewel, you just have a plain Chelsea boot with a little bit of an added heel. I know that the Prada boot that's like this is very popular right now. Those are a little too fashionista, fashion forward for me, but I think these are really great. They can be worn by like basically anyone. I get lots of compliments when I wear them. The only thing I will say is they are a little bit on the heavier side, but that doesn't bother me at all because I have Balenciaga Triple S's and these are like 20 times lighter than those. But if you are sensitive to how heavy a boot is, this might not be the boot for you and you might want to go with more of a Chelsea boot that isn't quite as chunky. So that is number 3, the kind of chunky creeper boot. That seems like everyone's doing, but definitely Gucci and Prada have been doing a lot of. Number 4, I can count, I promise, is the kind of like textured bag. So we're going from suede all the way to like a shearling bag, and I think that's going to be really in this fall. For me, probably buying just a shearling bag is a little too much. We don't really get a lot of like winter here in California, so I think those bags are stunning. I loved the Louis Vuitton ones from last year. I just know I don't really have anywhere to wear them, but if you do, I would totally go that route. I know Chanel is doing 19s in that sort of look. I know that there's a lot of suede coming out. If you've seen Chase Amy's latest video, she got the Saint Laurent suede puffer bag, which I love. All the heart eyes for that bag. I'm very tempted by it, even though I know suede is not the best material. It can be a little difficult to wear, but I do think that there's something to be said about having a, you know, kind of like a suede or like textured bag. I just think it's very fall. Along those lines, you know, there's the beautiful houndstooth. I think that could go in there as well. Just kind of like that tweed knit is just really gonna be in. And I think that's something that people should consider purchasing, especially if you love fall winter, because I definitely think that bag screams fall winter. You could use it again and again. It's just maybe not as spring summer. And then last but not least, to me, is the perfect caramel tan bag. So this is somewhat a reveal on this channel. This is my Loewe puzzle bag in the medium size in their beautiful tan color. This is with the silver hardware. It is slightly the older version, so it does still have feet on the bottom, which I love. I've had this bag for like 2 years, and you can see how well the leather has held up. It is so beautiful and slouchy at times, but at other times it definitely has a structure to it. It holds a lot. The only downside, I would say, to just the puzzle bags in general is how you get into the bag. So you do have to kind of like remove this flap and zip, and then you'll see it's stuffed. You get into the bag, which means that sometimes like items you think would fit don't actually, because the zipper opening is actually smaller than the width of the bag. But I think that no matter where you are, the tan color is really in. I think we're seeing that in a little bit of the Western influence, and I think that you can wear tan honestly all year round, so why not invest in one for fall and then just keep using it? I literally use this bag all year round. I think Hermes has a beautiful gold tan color. Loewe obviously has beautiful leather. I'd say they're probably one of the top 3 fashion houses to me with their leather goods. I would say that you can find some really beautiful kind of like caramel-y color bags from Saint Laurent, depending on what you're looking for. They do have more of like a variety of their neutrals than a lot of other fashion houses. I would say, and I know this is kind of controversial because some people don't love Chloe and they think it's really trendy. I think Chloe makes gorgeous tan colors, and they also have a tendency to make a range from like a lighter to a darker. I love that. I think you can find a lot of great bags, and this is definitely to me like the perfect tan. I love tan. I love this bag. The puzzle can be worn a billion different ways. I personally like to wear it as a shoulder bag or the top handle carry. I think the top handle carry is so fun on this bag because it kind of creates this slouch. And the more you wear the bag, and if you like slouchy bags and you don't stuff it, then you're going to get even more of a slouch right here. I stuff it. I don't love crazy slouch. This has like the perfect amount for me. But those are my 5 luxe items that I would say you need for fall 2020. Of course, again, need is a luxury addict word being used there, but I think that if you're looking for something new for fall 2020, these would be great ideas to incorporate into your wardrobe. If you want to see how I style my bags, like this baby, which I have very recently worn, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and my blog, all of which are linked down below. If you like to see handbag reviews, handbag reveals, and handbag comparisons, Please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is on Mondays and Thursdays. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.